All right, so we've got our lithium iron phosphate cells right here that we're gonna make a battery out of. But before we hook them all up together, is there anything that we need to do before we put them in service?
Yes, there is. We want to bring them all to within a similar state of charge, and that's just called top balancing. It's a method that's been used for a long time, and as all we do is we try to get a set voltage and put the same amount of energy in each individual cell. So when we assemble our pack in series, whether it's 12, 24, 48 volt, then everything is pretty much equalized. And in the old days, if we were using lead acid, we would equalize our batteries.
Equalize them.
Yeah, but and we don't equalize these, we top balance them.
You kind of are equalizing, but you don't want to say that word because that would be the wrong thing.
Yeah, because equalize for the lead acid people means a controlled overcharge.
Basically, you're balling them things.
Yep, and these, you can't do that. You got a hard ceiling of 3.65 volts per cell. And we're going to bring them all to within a similar state of charge.
And is there another way to do it other than the way that we're going to demonstrate here?
Yes, there is. There's another way that's more complicated. It takes more equipment. It's a little harder to do. You have to really pay attention to what you're doing, and you can hope it works. People use it. I mean, there are detractors and people that do not like this method, but this method's been around a long time. You're putting all the batteries in parallel. We got positives on one side, negatives on the other side. We put a maximum current in here and voltage. Actually, it's the maximum voltage. We're going to use 3.55 volts for our purposes, even though 3.65 is what you can go to. But when you go to this other method where you build it and use the active balancer, it's just more complicated. This one is foolproof, simple. And if we can explain it and understand it, then everybody can explain it and understand it. So,
Yep. Well, speaking of explaining it,
yeah, let's take a look at our
high-tech
demonstration here.
NASA approved little demonstration right here. What do we got?
Okay. When we're taking these things, this is going to represent the capacity of a battery cell. So they're kind of all similar, a little different. And the little straw at the top actually shows how the current is going to flow, like in this thing, when you're putting the electrons down one side, down the other side. If the battery cell can't accept it, it's just going to flow. The current's going to bypass that cell and flow to the next one. So we're going to kind of show you what it looks like right here. It's just going to flow in there. Now, in the real life, in these things, it would only go to the top of the straw.
I'm just trying to push things along a little faster because this takes a while.
This does take a while.
So just like the battery, top balancing also takes a while.
Yeah, when you do this, the one reason people don't like this is because it does take a fair amount of time because you're only doing maximum 6.5 volts. And it depends on what kind of power supply you're using. We have 3 different kinds. We have a 10 amp power supply, a 5 amp power supply, which is almost worthless in this case. And this is a 20 amp power supply. And we also have one of those ZKE techs. It's a 40 amp. So when you put 40 amp at, your 3.55 volts, you're putting in some pretty good current into the battery, some energy in there. So
this right here is the equivalent of a...
Yeah, so it just trickles down.
This is like the equivalent of like a little 5 amp charger.
Yep, that'd be it.
A small one.
But see, it just continues and goes down. So whatever this can't take, it's going to bypass and go to the next one. And they will go till they level out. And then in the practice with a battery, they would never exceed the top of the straw, which would be the
what I'm doing right
maximum.
Now. I'm maxing these things.
You're equalizing that thing.
I'm equalizing. I'm not supposed to, but we'll pretend like the top of the cup is the top of the battery.
That's a good idea.
We'll pretend that.
You know why? Because I don't like going to 3.65 because you never know how accurate these things are. So 3.65 would be here. 3.55 is the level of the straw.
There you go.
Pretty amazing. Okay.
And look at that. We're just about done.
Yep. It's going to bring it up. And that, my friend, is a parallel type of top balancing your battery, which is what this is right here. Okay, in this case, we have it set up for 3.55 volts. I'm going to put my glasses on because we're going to push the power button. And you see we have the negative up here. We've been doing the cool way. We got the negative on one side, the positive on one side. It's a parallel set, so positive, 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 negatives on this side. And we have it set for 3.55 volts, 10 amps. We could go to 20 amps, but hey, we're being conservative today. So we're going to hit the output button. And we can see that this rolls down to 3.51 because it's pulling 10 amps. And it'll sit here until these things get to the target of 3.55 volts. And the amperage going in drops down to somewhere in the vicinity of 0. We don't really have to go to 0. You can stop it at maybe, 1 or 2 amps and be reasonably assured that you're going to be have similar state of charges with these things. So we can sit and let that run if we want to. This is a 12 volt, and it's just multiply by 2 to get your 24 volt. We'd have 8 of them. And for our 48 volt, which is typically what we're working with, you'd have 16, and you can do the same thing. Now, the one thing you want to look at is if you have 16, like I said, you can use those little power supplies that are putting in like 10 amps. This one can do 20. The ZKE Tech we've discussed before can put in 40. So you would take the number of cells and divide it by how many amps this thing can shove in, and it will give you how many amps per hour you're going to put into one of these cells. So this, if we went to 20 on this, and we had 16 cells, I think that's going to be just a little bit over 1 amp per cell. So if you're trying to bring a battery pack up, or a parallel setup from say 200 to 280 amp hours, that'd be a few days. I can't do the math, but it'd be 80 divided by 1.25. And as we've talked in the past with these power supplies, you have to remember as you get to the top, these things, the resistance builds up in the cells, and they will start taking less and less current, so it's going to start tailing off. So if you try to just do the math and go, well, 1.25 amps for 80 hours, it never works out that way because you're going to be down to like, a half of an amp at some point or a quarter of an amp. So,
yeah. So what happens if you decide not to top balance them and you just go ahead and hook them up?
You can do that, but you're going to run into some problems. If you do nothing but just take your battery cells that you pull out of the box that comes straight from the manufacturer, you have no idea what the state of charge is going to be, but you can assemble them into your battery pack and just start using them. But there's a lot of problems that are going to occur, and that is these things are very sensitive. Like a BMS will tell your whole battery pack to stop charging at if one cell hits 3.65 volts or another cell hits 2.5 volts on the downside. And if you get a low voltage, it's called a low voltage cutoff, and that'll cut your whole battery off. It's a problem. So if you want us to kind of go through that and really talk about it more in depth, then leave a comment and we can really get into kind of the nitty gritty on that part.
Yep. All right, well, I guess that wraps it up. Anything else to add?
I don't think so. This is just top balance.
Pretty basic stuff.
It's got its haters. It's got people that think it's ridiculous, don't want to do it. But I think it's old school.
You pretty much got to do it.
It's old school. We should do it. Yeah, we strongly suggest people do it.
It's definitely worth the effort.
Yeah, and this is this cheap way. Easy. Can't mess it up.
All right. Well, that's it. Leave a comment. Let us know what you guys think. How do you top balance your batteries, or do you balance them at all? And be sure to join our Patreon, subscribe to our Buy Me a Coffee. Like, subscribe, share the video. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.